Hello, everybody. This is me, Big Daddy Brian, and my best friend since 7th grade, Sebastian.
Hello.
Me and Sebastian, we've known each other for so long, but one of the things about us is like we've never really talked about anime much, even though we both watch anime.
Well, I recently started watching.
You barely started, but you were watching Naruto though.
Just the fights.
Just the fights.
I haven't.
Oh, you never seen like the whole thing?
No, I know the storyline.
Yeah.
And I know what happens, but I just Google YouTube like Neji versus Naruto.
Oh yeah, and we're specifically gonna talk about Naruto for this one, but he was like the first one that I've ever talked about anime with, cause like up to that point I was kind of like, oh, it's kind of nerdy. I don't really want to talk about this with anybody, and I was just trying to be cool and not like talk about it at all, cause I feel like the moment you talked about anime with somebody, they were like, "What? Are you a nerd or what?" Me and Sebastian were talking about Naruto when we were like in 7th grade, and I don't even know how it came up.
Not
Do you
much,
remember?
Though. Not much.
Not much.
Like it was just like
here and there.
Because I feel like you said it right. Like there was that understanding of like anime's cool, but it was kind of like, oh, you watch anime?
Yeah,
it's
like
weird.
you can't talk about it at all in public.
And now it's like
it's very open.
Popular.
It's crazy because like in high school, that's when it started like popping off. Like people were wearing Dragon Ball merch, and I was like legit shocked. I was like, what? People can wear that? And like I think it was my senior year when there's a specific anime that came out, Dragon Ball Super. You heard of that?
No.
When that anime came out, everybody was like legit watching every Sunday for a new episode, and like everybody would talk about it like the next day. And I was over here like, wow, I didn't know anime was like this popular now.
Yeah.
But back then, like when me and him were watching it, like we legit couldn't talk about it with anybody, because it was kind of like if you do, you get judged. But you just watch the fights only. So
like I watched all the fights. Like, my favorite is like Neji versus his sister. Like that one's really cool.
Really, you like that one?
And then Kimimaro, I believe is his name, versus Rock Lee.
Oh, okay.
And then obviously Pain versus Naruto, and then Jiraiya versus Pain. Tsunade, which is my favorite character.
You really love her?
I do, and I know I'm gonna get hated
No,
on.
I think she's chill. She's a good female character.
She used to be hated a lot. I feel like a lot of people are kind of liking her now.
Who hated her? But why would they hate her?
Because they say that she's the one that like messed things up the most.
If I had to say my favorite character, it would be Shikamaru.
Okay.
You're like, of course.
No, I was gonna say something, but yeah, like of course, yeah.
But why? What?
No, yeah, like I feel like that's basic answers.
Really?
I feel like everybody likes Shikamaru.
Yeah, you're right. Because nobody really. I don't think anybody really is like, I love Tsunade. She's my favorite character. No one ever says that.
I like Neji too.
You don't. If someone says Sakura was a favorite character, I would judge them. Sakura, the one with the pink hair. Oh. I hate her.
I like her.
You like her?
I think she's strong.
Really?
And she helped a lot when it was the 4th Great Ninja War. She helped a lot.
Oh, with like the medical stuff?
And then she figured out that fake Neji was around, like within them. So I think that was pretty cool.
Nah, I never cared about her. I feel like she was lame. It's because like when I was watching it, so like the first time I watched Naruto was on Toonami. It was like on Cartoon Network a lot.
Yeah.
Is that how you watched it?
I used to watch it too. And I would have to wait till it was like 9.
Yeah.
It would air at 9.
Did you remember when they would show like in the afternoons? Yeah, that was like the best times. I remember I would turn on like Cartoon Network and I'd be like, Naruto's on? It was so hype.
I used to watch it, Naruto
Shippuden?
Yeah, that's when I started watching Naruto.
Oh.
And I was like, this is cool. Like, because it was the part where Shikamaru, Ino, and Choji were fighting the guy with like 7 hearts and
oh yeah.
That was the fight that I saw. I was like, whoa! And then I YouTubed
the
bunch of fights.
It was crazy because like I did the same thing. I was like I didn't really know about like these illegal websites you could watch on stuff.
Not the illegal websites.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, the pirated websites. And like I was like, I don't know where to watch this stuff. Right. And especially because like I don't want to get viruses. I was very scared of viruses.
Yeah.
Were you too?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, I was like, and I had like an Android, so I was like, this Android is gonna get messed up.
Yeah.
And I remember I would watch YouTube clips only, and I'd watch like Naruto versus Pain, Sasuke versus Deji, whatever his name is. Remember the guy with the clay hands? Like he would eat clay. Deidara, yes. Damn, look at you go.
He's really cool. Yeah, I do like him.
His powers were, his chakra or whatever was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, like he beat Gaara in a freaking fight, and Gaara was a.
Oh yeah, he was like
a 5 Kage. Yeah. So I was like, damn.
Wow, look at you! You remember your stuff.
Well, I watched. I guess I know more than I like. Yeah. But I really do like though Tsunade because her 100 ceiling.
Oh
technique,
yeah, and then
that's freaking sick. Cause she went against
Orochimaru?
No, Madara.
Madara? Oh yeah,
he went against them. And that girl, the other Kage, the one with the red hair, that she's lava.
Yeah, she's like a mist. Someone from the mist.
I like her too. I think I just like all the women in Naruto. They're pretty
really
cool. I like Tintin. She's super cool.
You love Tenten? She's like
Tintin? Tintin? Wrong. Sorry, I'm a fake fan.
she's like the most disrespected person in Naruto. Everyone says she has no personality or
nothing.
nothing.
See the potential. That's why. I think she's awesome.
You're crazy. It's because so a lot of people when they come. So you know about the big three in anime?
I watched the big three. That one?
You watched it?
Well, no.
No.
What are they?
It's Bleach. It's Naruto, and then there's One Piece.
Okay.
So like they're the most popular Shonen Jump mangas at the time, and everyone talks about how weak the female cast is for Naruto compared to those other two. Because in One Piece, it's like the female characters are pretty strong. Like they're always getting like their what's it called? They're always getting their shine. Is there any specific moment like watching the Naruto anime that you were kind of like, wow, I need to keep watching this?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
You want me to say mine first?
Yeah, go ahead.
So mine was the one when like it was like the beginning of the show when they went to like that one village to protect the bridge.
The Mist Village?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved when I first saw like Naruto go into his like little chakra mode with the Nine-Tailed Fox. And I was like, I need to keep watching this. Because the music was so like badass. Yeah. Like every time they would have like the...
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah, he was cool. And then that guy that's like a girl.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like,
Sebastian, I sweir. I really thought she was a girl.
Yeah, me too.
And I was like, oh.
And then like him and
Zabuza?
Him, they like love each other. Yeah. We love Pride.
And Naruto was first. They were showing their pride. But I was shocked when I found out that it was a guy. I didn't find out till like years later, and I was over here like. Oh,
well, they said it in the show. That's how I found out. I did watch that arc where they fought, but for me, the moment where I was like, oh, I definitely want to keep watching is when Tsunade fought Orochimaru with Jiraiya.
Damn,
that was really cool.
That's like 200 episodes in. 100 and something.
No, I'm sorry. It's because you know what? My problem with Naruto is that flashbacks.
Yeah.
There's just way too many. And for me, look, the animes I have watched don't have that many flashbacks. Like Jujutsu Kaisen doesn't have that many flashbacks. The one I just finished. Oh, go ahead.
So the reason that happens is because they're seasonal animes. So they only get like one season a year, so it's gonna be 24 episodes or something. But with Naruto, they just kept producing every week of that content. So like at some point they got up to the anime and they needed the manga, my bad, and they needed to like start making flashback episodes, so they weren't like fully caught up.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so like the filler sucks. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's just a lot of,
and it would piss me off because I would go on YouTube or something and like my internet was slow. I had no Wi-Fi. And I would press on the episode, and like I'll let it like load, give it some time to like load the next couple like minutes, and then I would press play, and I'd be like, "This is a flashback episode."
Yeah. And
it's so annoying because they keep showing Naruto on that swing.
So not even. Oh my gosh! Wait, he was a little kid.
Yeah. They always show that
all the time. Like we get it. He was bullied.
Especially in Shippuden when like they would always show like why Sasuke and Naruto were friends or something. Yeah. They'd be like, "Nah, Sasuke!
Yeah, Naruto." I hate it. I don't like it either. I think for me, one thing that really pissed me off from Naruto was when Naruto beat Neji in the...
You didn't like that?
Chunin?
The Chunin exam.
Yeah, I think I was so mad.
What?
Because Neji like did the 64 palm on him, I think twice, I think. Then he did the 360 rotation, which everybody was like, whoa, like we didn't know he could do that. And then he used his Byakugan, which is freaking sick. Yeah. And then all Naruto did was like kick him, like right, and then he knocked.
Well, it's because
like he took a pounding, and then he got up like nothing.
I agree.
He hit Neji one time, and then it was over.
Well, no, because he did hit him in the chin, and the chin is like it's very connected to your brain, and like it can knock you out easy.
Whatever.
I barely found that out.
No, I know, same. Yeah. But remember, he faked that first kick.
Oh yeah.
And then he like got into his six-tail mode, I think, is the first form. I don't know.
I think he was just using the Naruto, the Nine-Tailed Fox chakra. I think.
Yeah, that's what he was using. And he beat Neji like nothing, and I was like, what?
You know what's crazy? So if you watch Naruto and you watch like the first, I forget how many episodes until it gets to filler, but like the last 100 episodes of Naruto are pure filler. Like, you don't even need to watch it.
That's what I'm going to tell you. A lot of these, it's not even like it's one filler. Mm-hmm. It's like multiple. A bunch before they get to the main point. Yeah. And it's like, I get it.
And like, sometimes they'll do it in, like, in the middle of an arc. Yeah. And they'll make you think, like, did I miss something? Yeah. What is going on?
What's your favorite fight?
My favorite fight would be Naruto versus Pain. Yeah, that was like the fight I kept rewatching on YouTube. Yeah, because I just loved how Naruto went from like this weak little ninja to being sage mode. Mm-hmm. And people were like, "Oh my god, he reminds me of Jiraiya." Yeah, I mean Naruto. I was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah. I was like, "This is hype." And then like watching Naruto like get crazy mad after he saw what happened to Hinata, I was like, "Oh my god!"
But she looked dumb for that.
Yeah, she was pretty dumb, but at least she was doing something unlike Sakura.
Like honestly, I do like Sakura, but it is a little embarrassing that she's part of the legendary Sanin. For sure.
And like the only part, like she was very important in the first like part of the series was her fight against Ino.
I was not even. It was her and Lady Chiyo versus Sasori.
Oh, but that was like the second half.
That was so good though. That's that has to be my second favorite fight.
That's where people were like putting Sakura like going up, and then after that she went down. How do you feel about Sasuke?
I mean, I feel like he's hell overpowered. Like, there was a couple moments in that series where I'm like, you should have been dead by now, my dude. Like, come on now.
You think he's overrated?
Uh-huh.
I think so, too.
And when I really wished Itachi would have killed him.
I know. I was low-key hoping Itachi would just beat his ass and just keep
I mean, he did.
He did.
But he got sick.
Yeah.
You couldn't take medicine? Yeah. I also think Orochimaru's overpowered.
You know, he has a kid?
Yeah. Have you seen Boruto?
Yeah.
After that first episode, I was done.
Yeah, I don't even try to watch that show.
Yeah, I was done. Sorry, Boruto. We love you.
But there's a lot of people that fight for it. Like, Boruto, they're like, you need to watch Boruto. It's so good. And I'm just like, I'm good. Like, I saw some clips of, like...
I saw what I needed to see.
Yeah, I saw what I needed to see. I think in one, they were showing, like, Boruto using technology for jutsus. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm done. I understand, like, they're going into the future. I understand. But I'm like, I'm done. Like, I'm good. I got what I needed from Naruto. That was it.
You know what I felt? My moment for that was, I think they said, like, episode 60 or something like that, or 6, was when Sasuke was ripping hands from the Sound Ninja. Uh-huh. And then in Boruto, they were, like, playing with butterflies.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, yeah, we're good things.
That's crazy.
Well, Naruto's fine, but...
Well, you go ahead. I was going to ask you, did you, like, fully finish Naruto Shippuden? Or you just, like, watch clips?
I stopped watching. The last thing I remember is when they buried the guy, the immortal guy, when Shikamaru exploded that guy, which I think was really sweet when the deer came out.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty cool.
I was like, oh.
I think I didn't get up to that point because I finished after Sasuke went to meet the 5 Kages. You remember that?
That was really cool.
That's the last part that I watched because I think after that, that's when they got into the Great Ninja War. Yeah. And I was just like, everybody was talking so much crap about the Ninja War.
I remember that.
And I was just like, I don't want to keep watching this. I think all I did was I went into the manga and I read like the last couple chapters just to see what happened to the characters. Nice. When you were watching Naruto, what'd you do when Naruto went into the sexy jutsu thing?
I loved it.
You loved it?
I thought it was funny.
Did he try to hide it from your parents or anything? No? You're just like, it's all good.
Because I would watch on my phone. So it's
it's not a big deal.
But my ass was like, it's funny.
Yeah. I remember I was watching it on my TV. And when I saw it, I was like, what the
hell? You're like, oh, shit.
I'm like, what am I watching? Like, what the hell? It reminded me of, like, those Girl Gone Wild commercials that you would see if you went to, like, random, like, TV stations. And it would be, like, the middle of the night. It reminded me of that. And I was like...
call...
Yeah, call...
Yeah.
If you want some DVDs.
I remember those. Yeah. That's cool.
I was like, what the hell am I watching right now? I think... The one thing about me, I started watching this one show, this other anime called My Hero Academia. I don't know if you heard of it. You heard of it? Mm-hmm. So there's this one part where it's like the hero exam to see if you get into the hero program. Never mind. It was the school tournament. So like all the heroes were fighting against each other to see something like who was gonna be the winner. And I remember, Sebastian, I was like, this tournament is better than the Chunin exams.
Well, the Chunin exams were kind of whack.
You thought they were whack?
A little bit.
What the heck?
That's when they were kids, right?
Yeah, that's when they were kids.
The only fight I like from that is Gaara versus Rock Lee and Neji versus Naruto.
Wow.
That's it.
I'm legit shook.
Why?
Because
it kind of sucked.
I rewatched it and I was like, wow, I underhyped it. It was like so good. Like everything.
My Hero Academia, is it good?
I heard it's good. I think you would like it, but I feel like you would hate the main character. But you know what I forgot to mention? Why I like Shikamaru? I just like his whole lazy vibe and like how he just always was like a tactician. I liked how in all his fights he always used tactics. He was never just like
rush into battle.
Yeah, like Naruto, Sasuke, like they would just go straight in there. Maybe Sasuke would use some like techniques here and there, but like with Shikamaru, it's always like he knows he's not the strongest. So he has to use like whatever he can to his advantage.
His technique is pretty strong.
Yeah, and I liked how his fight against Tamari. I loved that episode. I was like,
I was just gonna tell you that was such a disappointment.
You didn't like that?
Well, no, because he gave up.
Well, it's because he didn't have any more chakra.
Well, I know, but for me,
at least it was more realistic than.
For sure. Than running. Yeah. What's a character that you wish they focused on more? Like, that they wasted a bit of potential in?
I would say Rock Lee.
Really?
Yeah,
he had really good moments.
I feel like he could have had more.
Okay.
Because at some point he had like his whole broken spine and couldn't walk.
When he fought Sasuke?
When he fought Gaara. Remember Gaara like got that sand on him and was like,
yeah.
Iconic.
That was iconic.
It's crazy because that fight is still considered like the best fight, like in anime in general.
It was the one where it was Tamari intended.
That was the way
she got wrecked. She got I remember when I watched, because I was such a fan of. Is it Tintin or Tenten?
Tenten.
I was such a fan of hers, and I remember when they fought, I was like, "Oh, she's gonna carry," and she got her ass whooped.
You know what's funny? In the manga, it was even shorter. So like they gave her more time in the anime, and I was like,
her twin dragon technique is really cool.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's just nice.
How do you feel about the characters like post Naruto, like how they're all settled down and everything? Do you care about anybody, like how they settled down or anything?
Not really.
No, I was pretty happy for Naruto and Hinata. I was happy with that. I was like, let's go, they got together.
Yeah.
I low-key thought they were gonna be like, Naruto and Sasuke. I mean, Sakura.
I mean, I would have been down for that. That would have been a plot twist.
Remember when they kissed?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a plot twist because they kissed.
That's true. Maybe that's why Sasuke's always abandoning Sakura.
I know.
Anyway, I think Sakura's daughter is really cool. I just think it sucks that she has to use glasses.
Oh yeah, that's pretty funny.
Like,
she had a Sharingan and has to use glasses.
Okay, and then I also think Himimari, I think is her name.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Hinata Naruto's daughter?
No.
Oh,
the new one. Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's it? That's all you cared for?
Yeah.
You didn't care about anybody else and what they did?
Not really. I really like that fight where Naruto and Sasuke fight. That god person.
Oh, at the end?
I feel like there's just too many of those. Like, I feel like that story has been... I feel like it's just boring now.
The thing that happened with me with Naruto is, like, they should have ended after the pain arc. I felt like after that, it kind of just went...
You didn't like the war?
I didn't like
the
war. Why not? I just feel like Madara was a cool reveal, but I was kind of just like, why do I care about this? Like, why are they showing him now? Like,
well, because he was the main villain.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, he did all this just to set up for all this, and it's kind of like, it was like so much setup that it's kind of like, why do I care at this point? Okay. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Like with One Piece, it's kind of like, you don't even know who the main villain's gonna be. It's like whoever. It could be whoever. There's like 3 choices, and it's like nobody knows who it could be. Mm-hmm. And like one person was barely revealed like 100, 200 chapters ago, but it was like a cool plot twist because it's like it was a secret, and it's like very understandable that there was like something else going on in the show for them to be shown. And like with Madara, it's kind of like, why does he have to be like such a big deal at the end? That was for me though.
Okay. I mean, the reason I like those because they brought back characters. Like,
with the
Lady Chio came back. That was pretty cool. And then also
Itachi came back.
Yeah, and then the 7 swordsmen, which are freaking sick, to be honest. Cool. Yeah, that's what I liked. Yeah.
I don't know. I just felt
like I feel like more people should have died.
Yeah, for sure. And
only Neji died.
And I feel like they pulled so much out of their ass for everything.
Oh, damn.
Because
they're gonna come for you, dude.
Just because at the end, like, it was a big criticism. They were like, "Why are they doing all this?" Like, at some point, they were stopped doing like hand signs, and it was just like they were doing like wizard type of stuff. They were just like They forgot about all the. Yeah, and I'm like, what am I watching anymore? Like,
and Kakashi wasn't a big part of the war, right?
I think he was.
What did he do?
He was one helping Naruto, Rock Lee, and Bruce Lee. What's the other guy's name?
Bruce Lee.
Is Rock Lee?
Rock Lee and my guy.
My guy, yeah. Look at you go. You know more than me. And like they were all fighting against Madara because everybody else was busy doing something else.
Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah, you're right. And then he figured out Madara's technique. Mm-hmm. I think the fight with his friend was pretty sad.
Yeah. Oh, with Toby? Mm-hmm. What's his name? What's his real name?
But I thought the reason why Toby was mad was kind of dumb.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. Like, he could have just talked to his bro. That's what I'm telling you. Like, I feel like it was so much, like... I get it. Like, nobody could talk it out, or what? Right.
Like, he really just... He got crushed, and then they both left. Rin, I think is her name, and Kakashi.
Yeah,
and then Kakashi killed her because... But didn't he have to?
He had to kill her.
Because she was
something was gonna happen. I forgot what.
Yeah, and he got mad. Like, damn, dude, you couldn't really...
You couldn't talk to him?
You couldn't ask him about it? But, I mean, yeah. It's a good anime.
I think it's good. Like, if you want to watch it, watch it. But I would say for me, it's kind of like it loses its like spice after the pain arc or the five Kage arc. What would you say is like your favorite arc in Naruto?
I think the
pain arc.
No, the fights are cool, but I think the Great Ninja War.
Really?
I think it's good.
I'm surprised.
I think a lot of people hated it. The worst one for me is Chunin exams.
You're like the opposite of what everyone says. They're always like the Chunin exam is like the best arc. Well, it's like one of the best arcs, and the Great War is kind of like mid. They wouldn't say it's the worst, but they would say it's mid. For me, I would say it's the pain arc is the best. I really like that. And the worst arc for Naruto, I don't know if it was a filler or not, but it was like at some point when they were trying to capture all the tail beasts.
Yes.
I feel like at some points those started getting boring, and I was just like.
That's when Sakura and Lady Chio fought Sasori, right? Because they were trying to get Gaara and stuff like that.
Okay, no,
that was a very boring.
I like that
boring
one.
Section for me.
I like that one, but it was like after that because I think they were trying to like help out whoever like the Akatsuki were trying to get, and I think it was like I forget who, but there was like different arcs where I was just kind of like whatever.
Right. I think after every anime talk, we should rate it.
Rate it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right, I'm gonna give Naruto an 8 out of 10.
That's high. I mean, you talk bad. Not gonna lie, I expected lower.
Like a 5 out of 10 or something?
Maybe. Like, you kind of have a lot of negatives.
No, I would say it's an 8 out of 10. I just say, like, after the pain arc, the 5 Kage arc, let's say that. After the 5 Kage arc, it just started getting, like, too much extra.
Okay.
But, like, I would still say, like, the way they ended it with Sasuke and Naruto was still good.
Oh, yeah, it was good. For sure. How they made a heart with their blood.
No.
That was cute.
And then, yeah, I would just say it was good. Like, I feel like the fights are good. The characters were good. I would say, like, the women characters could have been better. Mm-hmm. And then, like, there were some points where the story started getting, like, kind of whatever. But I would still say it's, like, an 8 out of 10 arc, especially with, like, how it's impacted manga in general. Because, like, if it wasn't for Naruto, like, anime wouldn't be as popular as it is. Like, a lot of people, when they talk about anime, they're like, I love Dragon Ball. I love Naruto. And that's, like, the two that they usually say.
Back then, I was like, Naruto's the only anime I watched. After I kind of got into more anime, Naruto's not nearly as good as people think it is. I think a lot of people say Naruto's their best one because they truly feel like that's the only anime they watch.
It's like the nostalgia.
There is, not even that, but I just feel like that's the only anime they watch. That they've watched. I feel like there's so many more good ones that Naruto bumps it down. For me, it definitely have to be like a 6.5.
Really?
6.5.
You know what? I'm kind of surprised you said that. Like, I do understand where you're coming from. Because, like, when you see other animes, it's just like, it's alright. You know what anime you need to watch? Code Geass.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. I feel like you would like
Code Geass. You know which one I've been wanting to watch?
Which one?
I think it's like a vampire night.
Hellsing?
Yes. Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it. Have you watched it?
I haven't watched it. It's just not my type of thing to watch.
Why not? The fights are pretty cool.
I just didn't. I was like,
okay, can you promise me you'll watch Hell's Paradise?
I'll watch it.
It starts off a little bit slow.
How many episodes?
There's 12.
Oh, it's not that bad. I'll watch it.
And the action is really good. And yeah, I won't say much about it because I would rather we talk about it and then we can have a conversation about it.
Okay. So guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget that we're also on Spotify. Just look up Dream Ghost, a One Piece lover, and you'll find the audio right there, just in case, like, you know, not everybody has time to watch a video. Shout out to you guys for listening. I really appreciate it. Me and Sebastian talked about Naruto today. I would leave some comments down below to tell us if you liked what we did. Talk about what your favorite moments were in Naruto, or
and if you don't like me, I'm sorry.
Blast them in the comments.
You either hate me or you love me. So I'm sorry.
Like and subscribe. Shout out to you guys for listening. We really appreciate it.